Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Rest of Year webinar with Regional Marketing Director Nesha Catron. This is Jordan, the Marketing Coordinator here at AIM. Today's webinar will be recorded and then later posted on our website. This does mean that all attendees will be automatically muted so that we get a quality recording. If you have any questions, go ahead and type them into the chat box and we'll try to answer them throughout the presentation. But if we're unable to get to all the questions, we'll have a member of our marketing team reach out to you individually to make sure you get that answered. Before we get started, we'd like to invite you to join us for our next webinar on Tuesday, February 4th at 9 a.m. Pacific Time. Join Dawn Erickson for an introduction to AIM, who we are, and why we do what we do. And with that, I'll hand it over to Nesha so that we can go ahead and get started. Take it away, Nesha.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for attending. Welcome to today's webinar, Rest of the Year Success Strategies for Agents Post AEP. My full name is Kenesha Catron, but I go by here in the office, Nesha. I'm thrilled to have you join me. As we all know, AEP can be a whirlwind of activity, but now that that's behind everyone, it's time to focus on what's next. Even if you didn't participate in AEP, whatever had you pulling your hair out as far as like trying to sell and meet client demands, that's gone and in the past. And now we want to focus on the new. Today's session is designed to help you make the most of the rest of this year. I have been working with some agents just kind of focusing on the first quarter. We'll discuss how to reflect on your performance, whether it was AEP or whatever it was that had your attention the last quarter of the year or even all of last year. We'll talk about setting achievable goals, explore new product opportunities, reconnecting with old clients, dusting off that phone book. By the end of this session, you'll have actionable steps to keep your momentum going strong this year. Disclaimer, I know some of you are veteran agents, definitely want to respect your history in the game, but it's always good to welcome something new or just to try different ways of attacking the year quarter by quarter. On the agenda today, please make sure I did send you an email with a document attached. I hopefully you print it out. It should be 2 papers. Or if you have a pen and pad, that'd be great as well. We'll be talking about reflection on AEP performance, how to set some goals the smart way, exploring new opportunities, reconnecting with old clients, actionable marketing ideas, closing remarks, next steps, and of course, a thank you. Short, sweet, and simple. So, to all the agents who did participate in AEP this season, hopefully none of you pulled out too much of your hair or chip any of your teeth by grinding because of all the changes that occurred. So let's take a moment to reflect. The first paper should be 3 questions on what, excuse me, reflecting on your AEP experience. Understanding what worked, what didn't work is key to improving your strategy for the rest of this year. Taking a minute to think about the following questions. So, the first question, what were some of your biggest wins during AEP? There is a chat box if you want to throw in some ideas. I will read them after the webinar. If you have questions, throw them in there as well. Or if you have the paper printed out, pen and pad, reflecting on that moment, what were some of your biggest wins during AEP? I'll share, I didn't participate in AEP, but I'll share one of my biggest wins was being able to overcome the fear of picking up the phone and being confident in what I was telling and sharing with agents as I was doing my calls for the year. That is a very big win for me because I had to overcome myself and my doubts and my fears. Second question, what challenges did you face? with all the big changes that were happening either on the day of, not getting contracting completed in time enough to make the sale, commissions, of course, changing at the last minute, what challenges did you face during any moment of the year? Um, I'll share another. One of my challenges that I faced last year was really how to navigate the drastic changes in my personal family life and really trying to keep that outside of the office and balancing work. Some things unexpectedly happened in my life, and I really had to take a step back and really figure out how to navigate that. That was a very big challenge for me because it came out of nowhere. Number three, if you could do one thing differently, what would that be? Going back and looking at the last quarter, second quarter, first quarter, fourth quarter, the last sounds like the NBA. What would you change? What's one thing you would do differently, and how can you implement that this year? What change that will help you grow this year? Again, sharing one thing that if I can go back and do differently would be to communicate more with that person, listening versus being a mom. And that's one thing that I would change differently um, to bring into this year. So, in pausing and reflecting on those three questions, what were your biggest wins during AEP? What challenges did you face? If you could do one thing differently, what would that be? It is important to celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Learn from any missteps. These insights, they'll serve as foundations as we all plan for the future of 2025. Now, we've reflected on AEP or whatever you were focused on last year as far as your insurance sales. Let's look ahead. Goal setting is one of the most powerful tools for maintaining focus and achieving results, whether you do them day by day, week by week, month by month, quarter by quarter, or just flat out you plan out the entire year. I myself am a planner. I am 6 to 12 months out. It probably drives my ex husband bonkers because I like to start planning the year in December. Literally, I get through Christmas. The week of New Year's is my week of mapping out the next 12 months. And I am constantly telling, texting him, what are, well, I need some dates. I need the dates. It's gotten to the point to where he just ignores me. I probably shouldn't laugh at that, but that's how much I plan. I set goals, and how I keep myself focused for the year. And even my kids probably feel like I'm a little overbearing. But when I do set goals, I always try to remember to make them smart. So specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. For example, for some either new agents or seasoned agents, instead of saying, I want to grow my business, set a goal like this: I want to increase my client base by 10% by the end of quarter three. Some guided questions to help you create small, smart goals. So specific. There is a second sheet that goes along with this that helps you write down right now, later, but something to have a copy of for when you go about, you sit down, you look at your calendar, and you meet with yourself or your team, and you can really look at SMART goals. So specific. What exactly do you want to accomplish? Who all is involved? And what resources will you need? So in taking the time and quickly jotting down, or if you don't have any idea, what exactly do you want to accomplish? Is it measurable? How will you know when you've achieved your goal? What metrics will you track? What systems do you have in place to keep track of your goal? I am an Excel, not queen, but princess. I track everything: bills, expenses, income, all that I am doing, it is on my spreadsheet at home. I meet with myself every Sunday and I jot down how much I've spent, that luxury life, or how much income I have coming in, tracking my debt and everything. I also look at, is it achievable? Is this goal realistic given your current resources and constraints? Looking at your business not right now and where you are, whether you're on the brink of retiring, selling your business, or just starting out, the goal that you are setting, is it realistic? And then also, what steps are you taking to reach it? What are your actionable steps to get you there? Being relevant. How does this goal align with your long-term objectives and priorities? How does this goal align with your long-term goal or objective? Long-term goals, objectives, and priorities. Sorry. Time bound. What is your deadline for achieving this goal? Are there milestones you can set along the way? And then just to add a little cherry on top, when you map out your SMART goals and you reach a goal, do you do a small reward for yourself, whether it's a small piece of chocolate or buying a coffee or making a big purchase, whatever it is that you reward yourself at the end of being specific, creating a measurable, achievable, relevant goal, and meeting that deadline. That really helps, especially if you are the business owner and you have a set amount of, let's see, sales that you want to meet for the first quarter. How do you sit down with your team and map out smart, achievable goals that are relevant and attainable? These goals will act as these goals will act as your roadmap for the rest of the year. Keep them visible and revisit them often to track your progress. Hang them up in your conference room, at your desk, on your bathroom mirror or your bedroom mirror, wherever it is that you can constantly see what it is that you are working on to maintain that focus, keep you motivated is the key thing, and accountable. So let's explore some new opportunities. The post AEP period is a great time to diversify your portfolio and meet the evolving needs of your clients. Let's talk about 5 ancillary products that you can offer that we have here at AIM to your clients while having the conversation and learning a little bit more about them besides having to age them into Medicare or going through AEP, OEP, excuse me. Cancer insurance. Many clients seek additional coverage to manage the high costs associated with cancer treatment. Offering this product can provide peace of mind and a financial security. Cancer is such a billion-dollar business, but it's going to happen one day for one in however many people in this world, which is a sad statement to say, but it is a part of our lives. So being able to offer them an opportunity to help cover any first diagnosis or surgical or whatever it is to help in that large amount of cancer expenses, cancer insurance ancillary product is available to do and help supplement that. Short term care. This is an excellent solution for clients who may not qualify for long term care insurance but still want coverage for short term health needs. There is a product through GTL that is very good in regards to having one health question and being able to offer up to 365 service days for clients to be able to have something in place when they don't qualify for long term care. Accident insurance. Accidents happen. This product helps client over This product helps clients cover unexpected medical expenses, giving them an added layer of protection. Life insurance, the conversation that a lot of people look at and they think you are the Grim Reaper coming to take them to the grave when it really is just being able to set up their loved ones to leave a legacy or even just to have something in place for when their children get older and that grows cash value. So, from term life to whole life and final expense policies, life insurance provides clients with the financial protection their families need. You could highlight how these options can fit varying budgets and goals. And then, last but not least, a growing demand long term care insurance. It seems like a lot of people are becoming aware of this product again. It's coming around the bend one more time because people are understanding that trying to pay for for healthcare costs is, not only taking an arm and a leg, but it's taking like two legs, two arms, plus your head at the same time financially. As healthcare costs continue to rise, long-term care coverage can be a vital offering for clients planning for their future care needs. Educate them on how this product can protect their assets and provide peace of mind, especially clients who have or high net worth clients who are, looking to not spend down to get on, welfare. Those who want to actually protect their assets and enjoy their retirement versus using all that money that they work so hard to pay for just health care. So, educating your clients about these options can not only increase your revenue, but it'll also strengthen your relationship as a trusted advisor. So, reflecting on the conversations that you had with them, whether they were talking about if cancer runs in their family or if this person has a health issue that's declining them somewhere else, you have short term care. If someone is clumsy and they are accident prone, you have accident insurance, or if it's just a young couple starting out, how working with them on making sure that they have something in place if an unexpected death happens, that either the wife can grieve properly or the husband can grieve properly, but they still have a financial means to take care of their family. Long term care for middle class, high class clients who are not really looking to spend all their money on healthcare or trying to, you know, basically burden their kids. Such a strong word, but burden their kids with having to come up with their own finances to cover their health issues. These are great products, ancillary products that can enhance the conversation and really help meet the needs of the client. Reconnecting with your existing clients is just as important as finding new ones. Often, the best opportunities come from people you've already built relationships with. Some strategies to re engage with clients whom you have not spoken to in a while. And if you don't have a good CRM platform that keeps you, that's like I call it a third mind that kind of do some of the birthdays, anniversaries, auto send to your clients to kind of just keep that engagement going. So this is for re-engaging with clients whom you have not spoken to in a while. Dusting off that old phone book. um, Send a quick email or text, if approved, for birthdays or policy anniversaries, those who are coming up on renewals or wedding anniversary, or if you are aware that someone lost a family member or something that you can kind of, that is a doorway for you to just reach back out and reconnect. Also, check in after major life events, a new job or a move. Share useful information like updates on new products or industry changes. As we've all experienced, they can happen at a blink of an eye, and you have to be quick to, get back ahead. So let's go through a quick example of what you might say when reconnecting. Hi, Angel. This is Nisha from AIM. I hope you're doing well. I was reviewing my files and noticed it's been a while since we last caught up. How are things going with you and your family? Things are going well. This is the client responding. Oh, hi. Things are going well. I think nothing really has changed. Agent, that's great to hear. Since it's the start of a new year, it might be a good time to review your coverage to ensure it still meets your needs. We've also added some new products recently, like cancer and accident, that might be a good fit for you and your family. Would you like to set up a quick call to discuss? The client, sure, that sounds good. Agent, perfect. How about February 4th at 3 p.m.? I'll make it a quick and informative session. I would say when reconnecting with old people, try not to go too far out. Try and stay within a reasonable time frame of a week to 2 weeks. For some, that might seem long, 1 to 2 days, just to kind of keep the energy of that reconnection going. Consistency is key. A small gesture of connection can go a long way in strengthening relationships and identifying new opportunities. Having babies, grandma is aging in, learning, really sitting down and having those engaging conversations, you will be able to see the doorways of opportunities of how you can service them and really branch out and further your insurance business. So I want to wrap up with some strategic portions of marketing ideas to boost your visibility and client engagement. Now, if you're already using these platforms, great. If you don't know how to use any of these platforms, trust me, I understand. I am only an Instagram, Facebook person myself. A lot of these social media platforms are very overwhelming. So, in utilizing social media, share client success stories, education posts, or tips about the products you offer. Consistent posting builds trust and keep you top of mind. It shows your knowledgeability, client testimonials, and shows the people that you are active in this space through ups and downs as well of the industry. Workshop and community events. Host events to educate people about key topics like retirement planning and Medicare updates. Now that we are allowed to go back outside and reconvene with one another, doing in person events is a great way to rebuild that community and trust and put yourself at the forefront of people's minds, establishing that relationship in person versus digital. Still great ways, but people are able to interact with you in a more authentic way when you are meeting with them in person. Referrals and testimonials. Don't be shy to ask for referrals. A happy client is your best advocate. Use their testimonial in your marketing materials. So, posting on your social media, when you do email blasts, leave a little section for a testimonial. You could choose one or two strategies to focus on and implement them over the next few months. Small efforts can lead to big results. If you are not tech savvy, trust me, I understand. I lean on my own daughter to help me navigate some of this stuff. You could also hire a social media manager if that's within your budget, or there's YouTube University, Google. Such a great way to learn how to navigate these platforms to keep yourself at the forefront of people's minds. Also, have the budget to look at hiring someone that can manage it for you as well. Short, sweet, simple. Thank you again for taking the time out and really just hanging with me for 15 to 20 minutes. I really appreciate it. Again, throw in questions in the chat. There is feedback at the end of this webinar. I know I start off kind of bumpy. These make me nervous every single time, and I don't even see you guys. But remember, the key to success for the rest of 2025 is to stay proactive and adaptable. Also, ask questions. Never be afraid to ask questions. Reflect on what we've discussed today and start implementing these strategies right away. I hope these two documents that I sent you helps and aids you in a different way of looking at how to set goals. I know a lot of people out there are you know, giving advice on goal setting, but the one key thing that always stands out is setting SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So may 2025 be the best year. May you be the most successful agent. Thank you again for joining, and I look forward to hearing about your successes as you implement these strategies. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.